what's going on, you guys? Welcome back. It's your boy Jay Larone. Go ahead and hit the like button on your way in. Also subscribe and share. Now we're going to talk about this thing with Melanie King, right? When she was on Mike TV, or she was on Duke the Dunn, right? She came on the panel with Duke the Dunn, and he brought up Mike TV. Now, I have really no idea who these guys are, man. I just, heard about it. I never heard of Duke the Dunn. Mike TV, never heard of him either, right? But what I saw, like in these videos, man, the way they attack Melanie King, and for y'all, like I said, people say Melanie King's a grifter. She's a hypocrite or whatever. But it's just like with just pretty things. If y'all don't like her, don't listen to her, right? If you don't like what she's saying or you don't believe she's being authentic, hey, don't listen to her, right? But for some reason, people don't like Melanie King either, right? So she was on MTR's channel, right? And she was, of course, they was hanging out, they was drinking, they was doing a live. And she started acting like, she was starting acting flirty. You could tell she was a little tipsy and she was dancing a little bit, right? So now people are saying, really going after her, saying that, since she speak to women badly, saying that they shouldn't do this, they shouldn't do that. This right here makes them look like Jezebels or Babylon whores and stuff like that, right? Okay, I can see that. I can see that, the way she acted on MTR's channel goes against what she be preaching, right? I can see that. But if that's the problem you have, why go after her personally, right? Why dox her? Why pull up information on her divorce and, the situation her and her ex-husband had between, previous YouTube channels that she had, right? What's the point in doing that? What does that prove, right? I can understand women doing this, but the men, right? That right there in itself shines a whole different light on the situation. Even if you're a man and you don't agree with Melanie, right? What is it your business of her? You know what I'm saying? Why do you have to make that your business, right? To go after her personally, to talk about her divorce and all that. You know what I'm saying? What does that have to do with, her as a content creator? What does that have to do with anything? If you don't like the fact that if you felt like she was being hypocritical by, being on MTR's channel and dancing and being flirtatious and doing all that, fine. Talk about that, right? But why go after her, and why go and talk about her personal life? What does her divorce and all that have to do with anything? What does bringing up old pictures of her, I guess she had some facial, I guess she went and got a facelift or something. You know what I'm saying? She had some work done, right? Some surgeries. So, okay. Still, what business is that of yours, right? If her talking points resonate with somebody, okay, fine. They resonate with somebody. Somebody will listen to it and say, okay, well, yeah, that makes sense. And then if they see something that she's doing, like what she did with MTR, if they say, well, hey, I don't want to rock with her anymore because she preaches one thing and she does something different. Okay, I can deal with that too. That's okay. That's your belief or your opinion, and you can do that, right? Still, what's the deal with doxing? With going into her personal business? What does that have to do with anything? And like I said, I can see women doing this, but men, that's a shame. What man digs up personal information on a female, right? And just put it out on blast. And then you have a back and forth that sounds like a bunch of women talking. I'm just calling a buck. That's what it was. That's what it sounded like. It sounded like two hyenas, two female hyenas, going after another hyena. You know what I'm saying? Going after, you know, I mean, I ain't calling male a hyena. I'm just saying, but these two guys, I mean, dude, really, y'all sound kind of feminine, to be honest with you. You know, what, like I said, I understand it's content. I understand, you know, y'all do stuff for views. You got to make a name for yourself. But at what point do you, to get the views and the likes and all that, to get the subscribers, at what point do you, you know, go to a point to where, you know, you have to make yourself look like that, unless you just don't care what people think about you. I mean, you know, like, that's what it is. That's what it is. But you guys, it wasn't a good, like, it wasn't a good look for Melanie to be on MTR's channel, you know, flirting and dancing like she was. I mean, I didn't really see no twerking. I just saw her do a half, you know, whatever. But anyway, but if y'all feel some type of way, if she was wrong for doing that, if that put her in a bad look or bad light, don't you think that puts you in a bad light to be going back and forth with her like you were doing? I mean, these guys sounded straight up feminine, really, to be doing that. That's what, like I said, that's some stuff that women do. But we're gonna take a look at this video, man, and break it down a little bit. I ain't gonna show too much about it. I'm just gonna show a little bit, you know, of the interaction. But y'all make up y'all mind, man, and let me know what y'all think. All right. Again, it's your first time here. Go ahead and subscribe, like, share, and we're gonna get into this video.
All right, can I tag in Mike?
You pointed it out.
Can I tag?
And again, this is Melanie King. She's on Duke the Don, and they pull up MikeTv.
Mike in?
Tell me what you're doing.
All right, cool. The reason why I'm just being fair, all right, because I did let Mike sit out here, and I did listen. What are you talking? I let him get all the time, and I let you get all the time, and now you want to go at it. There you go.
So what part of the documentation is false, Melanie?
Well, my lawyers will let you know about what part.
I said what part is false. I didn't say anything about your
You
attorney.
mean my divorce? You mean, okay. Can I ask you something?
No, I just asked you something.
No, because
the way a conversation works is when you ask a question, you answer, and then you ask a question in return. But apparently, you don't know how to conversate civilly. So you made the claim that the documentation I read was false. You said your husband was lying. Did he lie when he said that you locked them out of the family YouTube channel and changed the name to Melanie King and Melanie King Podcast? Was that a lie?
Yes.
And can you prove that was a lie?
I don't need to prove anything about my personal
Oh,
life.
you do need to prove some things because this looks real.
Oh, you do need to prove something, honey child. I mean, really, dude, come on. What does she have to prove? What is there to prove? I mean, you know what I'm saying? These some of these cats on here, man, act like they the end all be all of content creators that you gotta pass through them. Like they hold the key to the toll bridge. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go through them to pay a toll in order to move forward. You know what I'm saying? Really, to be honest, she don't owe anybody any explanation of what went down in her marriage, her divorce, whatever, everything that was, you know, in that divorce decree. You know what I'm saying?
Real bad.
You know
this
how,
is not
you
a good look for you.
You are. You know how slow you are.
You're claiming that what he said was a lie, but you can't prove that it was a lie.
Hold on, Mike, because she gonna gaslight you now. Be ready for this. All right, so let's relax. She said she has valid points to criticize what you got going on. So
all she knows how to do is
now.
deflect and move the goalposts, quite frankly. We read the documentation. Your husband said you locked them out of the YouTube account, you changed the YouTube account to your name, and then you started to post inappropriate content to children. Actually, specifically, girls aged between 4 and 10. That's very predatory, Melanie. I don't know why you would do that to the subscribers that followed your daughters. That's sick.
Was that a question or accusation?
The last part was a statement. I was just saying you're sick. If I'm going to ask, well, you didn't answer the first question, but I'll ask you a question again. Was that a lie when your husband said that you locked him out of the YouTube channel and changed the channel to your name?
Yes. And it was proven by my lawyers. And that's
but you can't show me a single document where your lawyers
I don't
prove
owe
that.
you a document.
Right. Why should she? Who are you, dude, for her to show you that? See what I'm saying? I mean, really, this is some female energy type shit. Dude, you're nobody for her to show this to, right? She doesn't have to show anybody anything.
Document. You know how stupid you are.
If you want to be a public figure, and you're so mad that somebody pulled some skeletons out your closet, and now you want to get up here and say that it was a lie, then you should be able to share your screen right now and show us the.
But this information you're asking for has nothing to do with her content, right? What does it matter if they had her and her ex-husband had some type of issue with the YouTube channel, the YouTube channel I guess she had with her and her kids? What does that have to do with anything? You see what I'm saying? It's like the digging into this is irrelevant. It doesn't mean anything. And again, like I said, this is some female-ish.
The documents just like I did on your lying ass.
Is there a question in there?
Obviously, that was grandma, you're over 40 years old. You know the difference between a statement and a question. You know that was a statement. But if I'm going to ask you a question, I'll ask you a question. Were you upset to learn that your sister was on my channel last night talking about you?
Absolutely not.
I know the way you lie, baby. I know how you lie. I know the tails on your plastic face. I know the way it scrunches and scrolls.
Dude, this is cringe, man. Both of these dudes, it's like, be honest, this is female energy. All of it. It's like two guys gossiping back and forth with you know what I'm saying? Like they pull her up here. First of all, yeah, I've heard other people say I don't know why she went up, but yeah, I don't know why she went up either. You know what I mean? None of this has anything to do with anything.
I know how to tell when you lying, and you lying right now.
You study me that much?
Hey, when you see a picture of you in your original form, and then you see that you have such mental insecurities that you want to go under the white man's knife and transform yourself to such a degree that you look like a whole nother woman. Yeah, unfortunately, I've had to see some pictures of you. Unfortunately, I've got some pictures on my hard drive of you, and you look like a whole different person.
So, Melanie, where was the lie?
I don't know what the question is. It's a lot of stuff. You won't let me speak.
Is it also a lie that you charged $126,000 on the corporate credit cards?
Damn. How do these motherfuckers dig? How do they dig up this information? This is what I want to know. Why? How? I mean, first of all, fuck how you do it. Why? Why would you dig up this information? That's the question. Why? What's so important about, Melanie King that you got to dig up this information about, her having, I guess, a facelift or whatever? So yeah, I guess she had some surgery done, of course. But what business is that of yours, dude? Why do any of us need to know this? Why is it so? Why are you guys after her that hard? You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense.
Did you not charge $126,000 on the corporate credit cards?
Are you gonna let me finish answering the question?
It's a yes or no question.
Melanie, hold up, Melanie, you can't keep gaslighting like this. We know what you're doing. Just answer the question.
It's none of your business. None of you guys' business, though. It's none of you guys' business. Why is this any of your business?
Right.
God damn, this is bullshit.
I can pull the documents back up right now if you really want to play games.
I promise. I hope you keep doing that. In fact,
I'm pretty sure he can.
Okay, yeah, I want you to keep pulling them up. Pull them up.
And you're on record saying that you like this and that you want us to pull up the records. Look at you don't even know how to play the defamation game. You're so out of your depth, Element. You're so out of your depth. It's obvious.
I really am. I am out of my depth.
Yeah.
Find out
you're a failed kids YouTuber whose husband had to sue to get control over the YouTube channel. Then you start grifting the manosphere.
I'm gonna move it up a little bit.
That I have to speak on my children. This is why I will. I'm not even gonna go into there because.
So what did he say that was so wrong about the facts that he brought up? Those were legal documents. You can't deny that. I've even asked you this beforehand. You haven't answered this question yet, but yet you tell us we're deflecting. So we've given you the floor. You can't say we weren't fair. You can't say we were misleading. The chat can't say I wasn't overfair. Matter of fact, I was so overfair. Now they think I'm simping, which is great. It is what it is. But I don't care. So now they can't. There's no denial. The chat think I'm a simp, so they can't say I didn't give you fair grounds. But you still haven't answered anything. What was the falsehood? You're saying you're being very vague. I hope you understand that. And then when we pinpoint you down, you then turn around and tell us we're gaslighting. I had to mute myself several times. Then you come at me.
Is this a law channel? I mean, what is this? YouTube law? I mean, what this is a YouTube court? I mean, what's going on?
You tell me I'm a girl. I've literally given you so much rope. They think I'm simping. So. Answer. What is it? You can't. There's no more excuse for you. That's why I sat up here and said, Mike, let her talk. Give it a room. Give it a floor, so they can't say we're.
I'm reading a comment here by Jermaine Jones. He says she ain't got to answer them nothing. This is embarrassing for men to do. Exactly, Jermaine. Man, this is so stupid. I don't know. Y'all, they embarrassing themselves. It's crazy.
We're unfair. We weren't doing anything. What is the thing that he said that was false, Melanie? You're sitting here making all these vague things.
Why is she upset about anything? Why is somebody reading documents that she had in the past? Why is that upsetting? It's only upsetting is if it's bringing something to light that she didn't want the general public to know.
Like, just let us know. Like, you have a chance. Listen, I was fair. I let him up here. He said he dropped all the receipts. I literally had you. I give you more time than I gave him, and the chat can verify that. You had more time than he did to drop a lot of the receipts he did. So you haven't said anything. So now he's here face to face. This is your accuser right here. The guy you're trying to deny. What did he say that was so wrong? I'm a mute.
So, like I was saying, anyone can say anything. Those claims have to be proven and documented. And the fact that I have to speak on this, I will, because I'm not going to let my daughters see this one day and see people doing this. And that's the only reason I don't respond to people. I don't go back and forth with
people. But your daughters can see you drunk and twerking, right? That's fine.
Oh Lord, this is ridiculous. This is so embarrassing, man. I don't know why I don't know why they did this. This is stupid. They made themselves look so bad.
Right. That's why I popped off. I didn't even realize I didn't have it wasn't plugged in all the way. So I've had my children full time, my two daughters, who I'm very proud of. For
let me move it forward a little bit.
I'm trying to have an adult conversation, and you just need a moment. I guess you're trying to get a clip or a viral moment because the struggle.
Listen, I'm not clipping this. This live stream is too damn long.
But when you're gonna tell me, gotcha. I don't even have clips.
Actually, that's how much I don't care about this shit. I just want to come up here and find out what's really going on and what the truth is. All right, I can't even get clips going. I don't listen. Where was the lie, Melanie? So it's not about clicks. It's not about clout. Because I don't.
Why are you still hollering? Where's the lie? What? She don't owe you guys no explanation of anything. This is stupid.
I don't ask y'all for shit, and I don't need it. I appreciate your consideration, but I don't need to ask anybody for anything. I'm my own person. Thank you. So, to all due respect, where was the lie he was talking about?
I tried to start talking, and then he ends up and interrupts me and calls me a B. So
Mike, just let her respond. All right, so we make it super obvious to the chat that she's letting you talk.
All this extra.
All right, Mike, just let her have the floor.
I don't interrupt him. He just wants to keep going on and on.
We won't interrupt.
So yes, it's been talked about multiple times. I have multiple clips. I'm saying I don't have my children, calling me all kinds of things, saying all kinds of things about me, saying I don't have my children. I've had them full time, and I still do. See, I have help and I have care that when I have to travel for business, that's what I do. That's what adults do. I'm not sure if you understand that, but I have my children full time in private school, doing basketball, track, dean's list at school, tutors. I have full time. I've had to build a village around my children. Not only that, therapists for what they've been through.
A contradictory point, because now you're telling me two things. We have the document. The document says that you basically hijacked the channel.
I want you to go.
So
I want every man. No. I want every man whose wife has made false accusations in a divorce.
Damn, I wish I had the paperwork right now. God damn it.
Okay, I'm done with this. This shit is stupid. What does all this? I mean, yeah, this is what I just wanted to point out, man. This don't make no sense. Why does she have to explain herself to these guys? Right? He kept asking, Duke the Don kept asking, where is the lie? Where is the lie? I mean, she don't owe y'all no explanations. Right? And she said that he lied. She said that her husband lied, right? But I guess because she couldn't pull up no documents to show y'all, which she doesn't have to. Oh, all of a sudden, she, well, where's the lie? She deflected. She, like I said, she ain't got to tell you nothing. What I've come to realize, man, like I said, a lot of these YouTubers, just because they say one thing, they can have all these talking points and go home and live a totally different life than what they talk about. And you wouldn't know. You would not know, right? You don't know what they're doing once they log off this internet. You see what I'm saying? Don't nobody know what Duke the Don does when he logs off. Don't nobody know what MikeTv does when he logs off, right? And you think they gonna sit up here and tell you what they do? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people probably not even living the life that they portray on YouTube. Probably nowhere close. Some might be, some might not. But how do you know, and why should you care, right? If you can get something out of the message that they're telling you, you know, then, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like it's not like a blind followership, like you blindly following somebody. Hope not. But if you can find some value out of what they're saying that can help you in your everyday life, then fine, right? You know, it's like, you know, you chew up the meat, you get what you need. You know, it's chew the meat, spit out the bones. You know what I'm saying? You get what you need. Take what applies to you, right? So, like I said, all this exposing and doxing and guys coming at women, you know, some women done put the battery in their back and now they feel like they got to stand up and be Mr. Superman, Super Simp, or whatever, Sympathon, I don't, you know, whatever. Shit don't make no sense. It's stupid. All of this because a few people don't agree with Melanie, or a few people didn't like the fact that she was on MTR's show dancing, twerking, getting drunk, whatever. I mean, they grown. They're adults. Adults go do what adults do. Why is it any of anybody's business? Now, of course, it was live. Of course, yeah. You have your opinions. Since it was live, talk about it. Fine, right? It's out there. You know, was it a good look for her? No, it probably wasn't. But should she be on fucking trial with some dudes that don't mean shit? No. There's no reason for that. There's no reason at all. But, you know, like I said, hey, it's entertainment. You know, it is what it is, right? They put it out there, we gonna talk about it, right? It's out there, we gonna talk about it. Point blank. But you guys, tell me what y'all think about this, man. You know, was this an embarrassment? Was this something that needed to happen? Do y'all feel like Melanie King should have even came up on the panel? And why do guys feel like they have to pull information like that and get, you know, personal information and have to, you know what I'm saying? Why? What was the point in that? Her personal information. Why do you feel like you needed to know all that? Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Drop some comments down below. Like, subscribe, share. Y'all, please be good to yourself. By all means, let's be good to one another. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out. Enjoy y'all day. All right.